Kevin woke me up early this morning to show me he moved all the computers. When I asked him what we were doing, this is what he said.
So this is a 24-hour challenge for us to find a new friend to replace Matt. That's you.
What a funny guy.
Today, what are we doing? 24-hour game design challenge. 24-hour create an anime challenge.
At this point, I realized he'd actually just got drunk last night and set all this up, and was now trying to figure out what to do with it.
Zach, do you want to count us down in Spanish?
Sí, on cuatro. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
I know Kevin was just trying to make me look like a silly Billy counting those Spanish numbers, but I actually speak Spanish as my first language.
1 hour remaining. 1 hour remaining.
Oh, there it goes.
We have 24 hours to come up with an idea for a game, create all assets in After Effects, Photoshop, whatever you guys are going to be using, do all voice work, create a storyline, whatever this game is going to be, do all the coding. We've got 24 hours to make some kind of working game, whether it's just a square moving on the end of the screen at the end of these 24 hours or an RPG. Well, that's gonna, only time will be able to tell. Theoretically, we're gonna try and make this into an executable that we'll put up on Google Drive or something.
Why would you say that we're going to execute people on Google Drive?
Matt, I can't. It was very obvious to me at this point that Matt was going to try and take over the night with his shit jokes, so I had to order Zack to do something about that.
Guys, we're on a time limit. Just don't. Why? Kevin, you've done this to me.
At this point, with Matt being unconscious, I knew we were actually going to be able to get something done. My thought was is if we focus on building a character in his home base first, like whether it's going to be like a pub or a castle or...
I like the pub. Sounds good. So I guess first things first, we need to design a pub.
Yeah, pub and a main character.
So should we go on a bar crawl around Charlotte to see what all the bars are like and then decide the pub from there, or...
I like that idea.
It's always a nice day at the office when you get to see some boobies on the screen.
Obviously this is the beginning of a man modeled after me with his muscles, but is that too much of a peck?
I don't know, this might be getting...
Is it getting into titty?
See,
like, am I having to put 18 plus on this video?
17 plus.
This part's kind of okay. When it gets to here, I feel like I could go like this and squeeze it.
Oh, you see, there's a rough version of what's happening here. Dude, he's been doing a lot of flies, man.
Dude, his titty's bigger than his head. But if there's a way you could put like a mechanic where he can take his hands and squeeze his boobs.
And know he could lactate.
As his double jump, he squirts milk out. And that's how he jumps higher. We got a little off topic molesting the character model, but after we took turns with the lotion, we got right back on track. Alright, 2 hour update. What's happening, Kevin?
Well, we have a cube.
Oh, that's a good jumping height.
It jumps, and I'm trying to get a grenade working.
Alright, well, that was pretty lame. Give me something cooler, Gabe.
I don't know what's happening.
Whoa! Whoa, that is way cooler. You're gonna have to step it up for next hour, Kevin.
Because Matt's obviously jealous of my sweet programming skills, and so it's a way of him like dealing with just, you know, how pathetic of a beta male he is.
I think I've done pretty good. I handcrafted a bunch of Japanese food. Four hours in, Zach. Show me some good news.
I got kegs. I got that thing.
I think the bars in Skyrim looked a little better. So, can you up the ante or you'll get fired? I have to read Zach's emails aloud to him every morning, and lately he's been getting a lot of job offers. So I've started a new strategy of breaking down his confidence so he'll think he needs me to survive.
We're at a crisis. We're thinking about switching over to the Unity platform now because...
5 hours down?
19.
Yeah, 5 hours down.
5 equals 24.
That we are now using 2 different game making softwares instead of working together.
I was just impressed those 2 tech dudes could make 2 games at one time.
Hey, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? What are you doing with this shit?
I'm feeding the orcs to make them nice and fat.
I see Kevin has left the lame coding team and has joined the cool art team.
Since you're making terrain and making this world, does that make you God, Kevin?
A lot of times I hear like muffled like chanting coming from Matt's room at night. He also, if you check his Amazon like purchase cart, he buys a suspicious amount of candles. I know that Matt does worship a lot of strange deities, so I figured having him look at me as one might, you know, come in handy one day.
Yes. Yes, it does.
So look, you got nice, tall, beautiful. Now you got little teeny tiny.
He's back to being big and tall. Mario needs a mushroom to grow bigger. Our guy doesn't even need a mushroom. Does that mean that our game is better than Mario? You tell me. That marks hour 8. And with that, how's it coming, guys?
Well, I'd say we're making progress.
Kevin said we were making progress, but we were way past the 24-hour mark, so...
It seems that we have learned to walk now. Oh, yeah! Woo! Them orcs aren't gonna know what hit him when he comes to town.
This thing's got a fucking ball sack coming out the bottom of his pants.
I thought Zach was just talking about the game, but when I reviewed the footage, Zach actually had his balls hanging out of his pants for the majority of the night.
And right now you're just kind of confined to these 3 blocks of dirt.
Those are cool 3 blocks though, you know?
I made those.
Oh, well, I mean, everything else is cooler, but the blocks don't ruin it.
Ever since my one art teacher gave me a B in the class, she gave everyone A's, and the other one actually called me retarded, I never dreamed that.
If I had just known that story earlier, I never would have said those things about his dirt blocks. But now,
I'm here to see why.
Whoa.
At this point in the game, we now have parallax. And
Keep talking about laxatives.
I don't know if he's paralyzed.
after I had a couple glasses of G Fuel, I was ready to go. My paralysis was cured.
All right, we are 9 hours in. What's the update?
Oh, conveniently, Papa John's is right there.
That's it. That is all we did in hour 9.